powerful activist for the school situation here. Go ahead.
Thanks, Rufus. I had the interesting experience to be present in Seattle, Washington the night, and I was at the school board meeting the night they voted to terminate their contract with their Broad Academy superintendent. So I can give you the blow-by-blow. People from the community, dozens of people stood up to list the reasons why they were dissatisfied. These were not exactly the reasons why she was thrown out. She was thrown out, her name was Maria Goodloe Johnson, classmate of our Levon Sheffield at the Broad Academy. She was thrown out because of funds that went sideways that she and her CFO should have known about that wound up in a sort of phony baloney minority business development education program, and ultimately it came back, and that's what got them. But I really think that the other reasons that were listed by the 20 or 30 people in succession who got up and spoke, which were also the same reasons we're unhappy here. The lack of transparency, the attacks on teachers, the closures of wonderful programs and wonderful schools in the community, the disparities of closures and how they affected minority students in the district there, the consultants that were brought in, all of those. There was a long list of reasons why the community had already had their referendum on Maria Goodloe Johnson. That was helpful for me to see that, because I believe we can't have this administration. The superintendent needs to go, the board needs to be replaced until we have a majority that really actually believes in this community, because I don't believe those people believe in us, and that's discouraging. More, it makes me want to fight. And so I think what we need to do is stand up and be heard. We need to come out of hiding and be heard. We need to stand with our unions. We need to be a union of people. We need to be a community and stand up and be heard. Being quiet, buying into the gag order from the district, that's all not right. That's not right. In our hearts, we know it's time to speak up. So where are the people who haven't yet returned their survey to the union? That is the way the teachers union will be able to say, we've had a vote of no confidence. That was a milestone for Seattle. They had it, and it was done. And then people went back, and they continued to pull on the threads and tug on the threads until that whole system unraveled. Really what's happening here is part of Seattle and Detroit and Philadelphia and just about any other city that you'd care to name has this disease in one depth or another, one degree or another. But this is our battle here. You can go and watch and take a lesson from Madison if you want to see what it's like when our numbers are tenfold and tenfold that. If you want that feeling to take it home and embolden you and keep you strong and keep you hopeful, do that. Join those people. If you want, we need to have that happen here. This is our Madison moment. And so speak up, especially in this election. We absolutely have to take over this board, or we're going to wind up with 2 more years of the same thing and a whole lot more mess to clean up. It's unconscionable. It's about accelerating the wealth to the haves and taking it away from the working people. There's no other way to look at it. Why there are not thousands of union people standing up and gathering shoulder to shoulder, I do not yet understand. Are people waiting for it to get worse? Ask your friends and coworkers, are you waiting for it to get worse before you say which side you're standing on? It could be that people are frightened. Help them to not be afraid, but I understand. We're scared too, and we're coming out. So say, I'm scared too, but we still need you to come out. So then it could be that people are drowning because their mortgage is upside down or because they're underemployed. We say, yeah, well, we're experiencing that too, and you need to come out. Everybody is in the same boat here. I don't think there's a person standing here that I would say is connected to the Billionaires Club. So let's just make sure that we draw a line between us and them. They benefit by our silence. So let's not be silent.
Thank you.